Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to Tbilisi, Georgia for Game Day 2, Group A here of the 2022 FIBA EuroBasket. It is Montenegro taking on Belgium. Well, I'm your commentator, Josh Bett, brought alongside the great Graham Hiscock. Graham, we're in for a big show here tonight. Belgium coming off the back of a big victory, while Montenegro really need a big response after their defeat against Turkey.
Yeah, Josh, it's a big game for both teams, but Montenegro, they are going to be desperate for a win. It was an amazing game against Turkey, and they were led by Bojan Dubljevic, and we'll be looking for more of the same today from him.
Well, they can see the game coming afterwards will be Bulgaria, as they'll be taking on Turkey, while Spain will be taking on the hosts against a very much injury-depleted Georgia team. Well, they can see the standings at the moment. Spain, with their emphatic defeat against Bulgaria, will lead the group, followed up by Turkey, and Belgium's game winner, led by Jonathan Tabou. Well, there is Retin Obasa, and again, what did we see, of course, in the first game in which Belgium came away with a very big overtime victory against the hosts?
Yeah, it's a massive game for them. Huge crowd, loads of pressure, but they stayed calm and cool, and every time Georgia pushed, they just always had an answer, and the ultimate answer was Jonathan Tabou with the game winner, Josh.
Well, some of the key players, Graham, look, you got Maxime Bezeu coming out here, but how crucial was Retin Obasa for Belgium?
Yeah, he's just a constant for that team. 9 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Not the biggest of stats, but it's just his influence on the team, and he's just a top player, a leader, and just a massive influencer on the Belgian players, especially the younger ones. But again, just total calmness about this team. Dario Georgia goes into a lot of detail, defensively especially, but at the end of the day, they just kept executing one play after another.
Well, Dario Georgia, as we mentioned, head coach of Falou Ostend, creating the Belgian basketball dynasty. As now we will move over to Montenegro. Well, Kendrick Perry, of course, had a very good game, but at the moment, Dubljevic arguably was the X factor that almost led them to a victory against Turkey the other night.
Yeah, he started off slowly, Bojan, 18 points, 4 of 8 from the 3, and he really got into his rhythm, missed a couple early, then he got into the spacing, pick and pop, and just catch and shoot, and he was doing all sorts of things from behind the arc. Plus, when he gets under the hoop, he has got all the nous and all the experience to make things happen for his team there as well.
Well, Dubljevic, along with the big man Marko Simonovic, can have to lead the way here for Montenegro. Remember, they need a big response here tonight. Belgium, a victory here will solidify their chances of going to the second round, which should be hosted in Germany. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are just over 6 minutes away from tip, and at the moment, we're going to stand for the national anthems of these two beautiful countries, for both Belgium and Montenegro, the national anthems. National anthems of these two beautiful countries have been sung, and the players will shake hands, pay each other the homage, give each other the accolades. We'll get set to introduce our officials tonight, coming from Italy, Ukraine, and Latvia. Well, from Latvia, our first official is Oskars Lusis, and from Ukraine we have Zerki Zastrik, excuse me, my apologies. And from Italy, we have Beniamino Manuel Attard. There are three officials tonight coming from Latvia, Ukraine, and Italy. Well, Graham, of course, Boško Radović, probably very disappointed his team didn't come up with a victory against Turkey, but what can we expect from his coaching style?
Yeah, he's just going to keep going with the way they played against Turkey. They played a really good game, and it was a Simonovic play right at the end that went against Montenegro that Coach Radović did not really want to talk about. But Simonovic, Perry, and Dubljevic, they're their three lead players. And Mihailovic, I really think he's going to be key. 6 points, 4 assists from the game versus Turkey.
Well, there you can see the starting lines of Belgium: Hans van Veen, Maxime de Zeeuw, Emmanuel Leconte, Ismail Bako, and Breton Obasahan. Well, there you can see Jonathan Tabou. What kind of game did he have the other night? I mean, we know he got the game winner, but what a phenomenal player he was.
Yeah, he was a star amongst a lot of players that scored in double figures. There were 4 players from Belgium with double figures, but 3 from 6 from behind the arc, 4 of 8 from the field. He only took 8 shots, 50%, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, but then just had the confidence to knock down the game winner.
As we mentioned with Dario Georgia, the head coach of Valour Sten, creating the Belgian dynasty since 2011. Well, there is head coach Boško Radović. And again, we talked about the response. Pretty much feeling confident coming into today's game, of course.
Yeah, he was happy with the way they played, apart from the result. And Radomcic, Radović I really like inside. Brian Dubljevic, Petar Popovic, he was really good starting off the game, and Kendrick Perry. So again, Popovic may be an X factor for them, but we know Dubljevic, and he got better and better as the game went on against Turkey.
Well, Dubljevic, you can see 18 points, of course, 4 for 8, 50% from the perimeter. I mean, Graham, most bigs these days, when they set a screen, go straight to the basket, but he was going pick and pop, of course. How well was that working for them?
They just had great understanding. Whether it was with Perry, whoever he was going into the pick and pop with, he can roll to the bucket. But maybe he hasn't got the elevation of some of the other bigs in this tournament, so he plays to his strengths and he knocks down the 3.
Well, Boško Radović, of course, you know, very a calm, composed coach as well. Tough professional. In the eyes of the defeat against Turkey, you saw right away went to shake the hands of Aaron Atzeman. And again, very positive words in the press conference. As you said, for me, one of the best coaches you'll find here in international basketball.
Yeah, young, personable, amenable with us, easy to talk to, even though he's very upset just regarding that final play, which was huge. But he's got to take all the positives from the Turkey game. He's got a roster that can certainly get out of this group and do around a 16 too.
Well, the last time they lost an opening game in 2017, they qualified for the next round. There you can see a crucial stat there offered by the EuroBasket. Again, you got to love the facts and a little bit of a history about these two teams. But again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome you here to Tbilisi, Georgia. This is game day 2 of the Group A fixture of the FIBA EuroBasket. Montenegro need to bounce back after their defeat against Turkey, while Belgium, flying high with confidence, don't go anywhere as we are set for tip. We're live. And it is the 2022 FIBA EuroBasket. Well, Graham, I got to tell you, I'm looking forward to see how Petar Popovic goes up with the very much crucial man-to-man defense of Breton Obasahan.
He's going to need help. There's no way you can deal with Obasahan on your own. Georgia had success against him when they had to help, and they have to help at the right time. It's the same with Perry as well. When he's attacking the basket, you've got to have help coming. If you try and go one-on-one with these guys, they've got too many options offensively. We saw what Perry did with double clutch moves, layups off balance. He can get to the basket and get the shot that he wants. So a lot of talent on both sides, and really looking forward to this one. Crucial matchup, massive game in the group.
Well, Belgium, of course, will be very much energetic and very high-flying up-tempo backcourt. Montenegro with the size and physicality. Dubljevic is going to jump in with Ismail Bako. The tip is underway, and business will pick up here. Well, Doncic there, you can see trying to put the pressures. Emmanuel Lecomte to win the ball up here for the Belgian Lions. Lecomte now, relatively quiet game against the host Georgia the other night. Maintains a starting role here. A lot of faith put in by Daryl Georgia. Zeo now goes for another three-pointer. We saw that the other night against Georgia.
He missed three, but he wouldn't stop shooting. Then he made a couple of big ones. He really played well in that first half. Again, total team effort from Belgium to get it done the other night.
Zeo, of course, having a good season the other year with Apple and Echelon, but at the moment, had a Popovic looking to come up one screen. Now Popovic going all the way. Popovic goes up and avoids the block of Ismail Bako, fearlessly going to the basket.
Good spacing there from Montenegro to give Popovic the space, and he was fearless. Bako was ready to block that, but he got right to the hoop.
Belgium now trying to go with their superior backcourt of both Abassan and Emmanuel Lecomte. Zeo's posting up here, he wants the basket, they'll get it to him. 5 on the shot clock now. Abassan's got to get something going. He's got to get a shot at. Zeo now takes another three-pointer right at the end of the shot clock, and he does the Carmelo Anthony action. Taps his head. Well, Zeo coming out on fire right now.
Yeah, this is completely different from the start he had the other evening against Georgia. 2 shots, and that was tough. He wasn't even squared up, just threw it up.
Zeo now gets called for an early foul there against Radovic. Radovic, of course, where he's going to struggle on defense. Well, there's DeZeo again. On a beautiful shooting technique. I mean, the arc on that one. DeZeo's arc. Everybody's invited to come on board. And there's the action, the mellow action. And Boško Radovic. Not impressed with his team's defense, of course.
Radovic has got to get up further there. Get a hand in the face on that three-point shot.
Dubovic now trying to take Ismail back when the post turns around. Before post move, doesn't get it. Van Vin with a rebound. Now the Belgian Lions leading by 4 points. Trying to gather some momentum, build their confidence, build that identity. Abassan now dealing with the pick and roll. Finds Van Vin. Down to Bako here. It's a handoff now with Lecomte. Lecomte gets caught in double team. Mid-range kicks out to Zeo. One more pass. Boy, he's getting a wide open three-pointer. Doesn't get it. Montenegro got the ball in the hands of the wrong shooter there.
Yeah, it was a good defense there from Belgium, forcing Belgium to have Hamwin take the shot there.
Popovic one more time. This time he gets rejected, and Bako protects the rim. Van Vin now goes in, tries to kick out, finds Bako. Now Zeo here, back down against Doncic. Doncic now pushing. It's a mismatch right there between Maxime DeZeo. Well, I think Dino Radoncic was speaking to the referee, and Maxime DeZeo gave him a look and said, well, look at this, not in my house. Bako says, get out of here.
Yeah, first time Popovic got to the hoop and scored, but Bako was waiting for him this time. It was a right-hand layup from the left, and that can be a problem when you shoot the ball like that.
Lecomte now trying to initiate the offenses. Abassan curls the screen. Want to go down low to Ismail Bako, but sets another screen. Abassan goes a bit of pick and roll there. Great defense. Dubovic. Now Montenegro can push here in transition. Well, Bako's going to have his hands full here tonight if Dubovic wants to go back to that pick and pop scenario, but now Kendrick Perry, he looks like he wants to take on Emmanuel Lecomte. Perry now spins around in contact, and he gets the and one. Well, KP just put the moves there on Emmanuel Lecomte.
Yeah, that was just beautiful from Perry. Again, a little bit of uncertainty. Bako not sure if to help down or stay with Dubovic for the three. All of a sudden he spins and leans and hangs, and look at the arc on that shot, nothing but net.
Well, Perry makes a three-point play now. Again, it's just going to be pretty close between these two teams. I mean, many of the favorites have said that with the depth in the bench that Montenegro had, that maybe they're not the favorites, but again, you've got to look at this Belgian team and realize the amount of potential talent they have here.
And they play with no fear and just total calmness, and it's been the same again so far.
Van Vin now goes down to Bako, gets caught in a double team, great defense. And now Montenegro can push in Popovic. Popovic slows down, finds Dubovic. Screen out down the middle, this is where he's dangerous, kicks out to Doncic. Steps out of bounds, and Boško Radovic. I mean, should he have shot the ball there?
Yeah, he's got to develop that part of the game, but the defense knows that he's not comfortable shooting the three and that he wants to drive, but got to get your footwork right. You know, he just stepped when he travelled, or he just his heel touched the sideline. Got to have solid footwork there.
Maxime DeZeo now goes handoff here with Alexandre Lecomte, finding Van Vin. Zeo now, he's made 2 threes, takes another one, hits the front iron. Montenegro will slow this one down here.
Much better defense from Radovic there, right into Zeu's face on that three-point attempt.
Dubljevic now coming off one screen here with Kendrick Perry. Perry pick and pop down with Dubljevic, pump fakes. Goes down the middle, what a pass, find Radoncic. He's gonna force this one up now, a few seconds here for KP. KP's gotta get something going, takes it, no man's land, off the backboard. Well, Graham, I don't know if he called back or not, but it don't matter.
It's definitely open, what a bailout shot, really. Radoncic had to throw it all the way back out, and full of confidence, Perry just knocks it down off the glass.
I want to see the replay of Perry again at the end of the shot clock, right in the face of Emmanuel Lecomte. And ladies and gentlemen, it does not matter if he called bank, because it's good.
And again, look at the elevation on the jump and the rotation and the height on the shot, which gave him the chance to make the bank shot.
Belgium now trailing by 2 points. The 2 3-pointers coming from Maxime Zeo. Cross court now finding Hans van Ven. Van Ven, he's taking 1-3 to make it. And doesn't get it, but it goes out of bounds. Well, Boško Radovic, I think he's infuriated. A potential behind the back there on the rebound, but it's going to be Belgian ball.
Yeah, frustration there. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, just Radovic did not get both hands on the ball. He tried to get one hand and just couldn't get the second hand on it.
Well, Belgium now find Maxime Zeo. Zeo goes up, can't get it. The rebound secured by Radovic. He's going to take this one himself. Fish now fakes the screen. His time comes off it. Dubljevic wants to post up it. Dubljevic pump fakes. Goes up. Great defense by Bako. And now Belgium, well, behind the back dip from Van Ven. Zeo now kicks out. Van Ven, he's going to lay that one. Good transition play there from the Belgian Lions.
Yeah, quick decisions. Montenegrin defense not set. And nice finish from Van Hamwin.
Montenegro now going to that pick-and-roll scenario here with this time with Kendrick Perry. Perry now pick and pop with Dubljevic. He made 4 of these the other night, and again he tucks that one away. Well, Dubljevic bringing the cash.
Yeah, well, he's tried under the hoop, got blocked, and this time he just takes it from behind the hoop. It's a great matchup between Dubljevic and Bako.
Here comes the pick and roll now. Reto Nabashan, one of the best point guards here in this group. They turn it over. Easy passing from Maxime Zeo. And now Perry can push this one. Perry now pulls up for another 3-pointer. Doesn't get it. Oh, again, I like the communication there between Perry and Boško Radovic, putting his hand up to say, my bad, coach. And there you can see Boško saying, it's okay, we'll get it back.
Yeah, that's a heat check, I think, from Perry, as we've got. That's a hand down. Again, the pick and pop, perfect spacing. Bako again just can't get out. And this is where Bako can dominate, just straight up, really good defense. Didn't jump, just used his whole frame and the length of his arms, wingspan, to deal with Dubljevic there.
Well, Reto Nabashan is taking a shot there. Kendrick Perry as well. I think both of them have had. I think Perry's got a lead. Maybe drawn some punt there, possibly. Hopefully both players are okay, but again, you got to love the competition between Perry and Nabashan, just really going at each other.
Yeah, you've got 2 key matchups. I really like the way Popovic has started as well, getting that steal prior to the second Kendrick Perry 3.
Jonathan Tabu now goes in, moves the ball, no foul call, but it's going to go, no, it's going to remain Belgian ball. 4:15 to go here in the first quarter. Belgium will have it baseline as Van Ven will inbound the ball here for the Lions. Tabu now looking for a handoff with Zeo. There's a screen. Tabu takes it. We had to take that one with a few seconds left, but again wasn't able to knock it down.
Yeah, not quite the result of the last 3-pointer he took against Georgia for the win. But again, wide open, coming off that screen.
Well, checking into the game now for Hans van Ven, Jean-Marc Wimmer. So far, only 2 substitutions here for Belgium. I like that Dario Georgia just allowing a bit of rhythm for the players on the court here. Montenegro now with Popovic in the backcourt. Drobnjak also checking into the game here due to the departure of Kendrick Perry. So change now for Montenegro. So coming into the game, them is number 3, of course, Vladimir Mikhailovic. Now, he had a good game the other night against Turkey.
Yeah, 6 points, 4 assists, 1 rebound. Not huge stats, but he's just so reliable for this team. Runs the offense and can get his own score as well when he needs to.
Well, Drobniak now coming off one screen, trying to find Dubljevic. Dubljevic turn around, little jump hook, gets it to go there. Well, Dubljevic, now you can see, very dangerous on both ends, on both parts of the court there, from the perimeter and in the low post.
Yeah, he just took his time and he's just working out quickly how to play against Backo. He needs to make the jump hook so he doesn't get blocked.
Well, Tabu now being put under heavy pressure by Drobniak. Almost turns it over. Finding Jean-Marc Mwema. Well, Mwema now with a push. I think they're going to call, well, on-call charge here. We got another one. That's interesting. I think Jean-Marc Mwema is looking at the official saying.
Like an offensive foul, bit of.
You see Jean-Marc Mwema and Mikhailovic just having a bit of banter between each other about it. Mwema's trying to say, are you serious? Mikhailovic said, hey, it's a charge, baby.
You've got to act a little bit on taking those charges, Josh. Mikhailovic did a good job for his team there.
Absolutely. Well, Drobniak now. Finding Popovic to go down low here to Dubljevic. He's been very successful so far in this game. Tries to back ball. Hard turnaround there. Dubljevic going in like the enforcer.
Yeah, he's starting to school Backo now. Got blocked. Backo had some success early, and now Dubljevic getting it exactly where he wants it. Look at, whoa.
Wow. Wow.
Backo just being shown. Look, I'm the boss.
2 shots there. There's the first shot, right about there.
Yeah.
Now comes the second. Boy, smell Backo. Goodness gracious, man. That looks painful.
I think that knocked the wind out of him. Then he couldn't extend up to play D. Dubljevic took full advantage.
Well, I don't know about you, Graham, but I think Dubljevic is a very lucky man there.
Hey, stop.
That was a hard
line,
elbow.
Open line.
On the back of the Mwema decision as well. Maybe Dubljevic, he's just chancing his arm. He wants to be as physical as he can and just tell Backo, I'm in charge at the moment.
Hey, then we coming there.
Let's see what are the stats right now. You can see both teams with 2 3-pointers. Montenegro 2 for 3 from downtown, but again, they'd like to get some more up-twos with Dubljevic on the perimeter.
Yeah, Backo's played him well so far. He's stayed out. That's maybe why Dubljevic made 1, but he's also going to go inside, so you never know how Dubljevic is going to play. He's multi-talented and has many, many options to score the basketball, as Zayu has, and that second one, well, fabulous. Man, Dubljevic, 7 points, and he's carrying on where he left off on game day 1.
Well, Montenegro now just putting the pressure on here, of course, players such as Dubljevic. But again, you got to think that Belgium, being a very small and quick team, maybe they are struggling to deal with the size here of Montenegro. But Marko Simonovic also checking into the game here. Tabu now going to pick and roll here with Gillet. Ball back now, finding Backo out to Jean-Marc Mwema. Backo now trying to go back at it. Backo goes up and he gets a block shot. A good defense by Dubljevic.
Yeah, Backo trying the running layup there for the left-hand finish, but Dubljevic right there. Let's check this out. He's just making a running move, but Dubljevic gets the hand on it and gets the block.
Mwema, who hit some serious 3-pointers the other night here against Georgia. This is his first attempt now. Dubljevic to the pump fake, kicks out to Mikhailovic. Finding Marko Simonovic now here. Simonovic now looking to go up against Gillet. That's Mikhailovic. 3 seconds left. Mikhailovic has got to take a fadeaway 3-pointer. Well, almost got it. And now Abasahan comes up with it. Retson time here, crosses over. Retson goes all the way, hangs up, and Retson Abasahan flying in the air. Very unlucky not to get the and 1.
Yeah, that was a tough move. Couple of crossovers, then he goes to his left hand for the finish. Up and round. Just spun Dubljevic around. So his back was facing Abasahan when he made that attempt for the shot, but he's at the line.
Retina Barsan, 29 years of age, going to the University of Alabama. Leaving in 2016, his first professional gig in basketball was in Italy for Sidkas Avellino. He's also played at Broj Bamberg, Erinimberg, Apel Bankihavi, Yerushalayim in Israel, and next year he'll return to France to play in the Pro A LMB. Belgium now cutting it down to a 6-point ball game. 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. It's now Mikhailovic here, going to pick a pop now with Dubovic one more time. Now goes to Drobnjak now. Drobnjak has a switch on defense. Simonovic now takes a mid-range shot, doesn't get it, but Dubovic just infuriated. He didn't get the ball. Barsan now coming off one screen, finding Tabu. Tabu, he made the big one the other night, takes another one, doesn't get it. Now Montenegro, 6-point lead here, under a minute and a half to go. Just trying to build that momentum now. Simonovic, finding Drobnjak. Dubovic now has a switch again now. Dubovic is being guided here by Jean-Marc Muima. 6 in the shot clock now for Drobnjak. Montenegro need to get something going. He's got to get something going. It's going to be a 24-second violation. Great defense led by the Belgian Lions.
Yeah, that was really important for Belgium. Get a foothold in this game. And they dealt with every single option that Montenegro tried to develop there, whether it's pick and roll. And in the end, they just had to throw a shot up right at the end of the shot clock.
Checking into the game for Montenegro now. Zoran Vucelic just trying to help things in the backcourt. Is now Belgium here. Minutes to go. Potentially 2 for 1 there, and a good job by Retina Barsan. That's going to be 2 free throws.
He was so low there on the drive. He was lower than his defender. That's why he's ending up at the free throw line.
Well, of course, we talked about what a great career he's had with his club teams, of course. But you think the other night, one thing I was very impressed with Retina Barsan is just his defensive presence. Lots of pressure on players such as Thaddeus McFadden and Andron Nikashvili, of course, the key backcourt players for Georgia. That's the kind of play you're going to get from him.
Yeah, he's just strong, he's fearless.
Checking into the game now for Belgium. Barsan will go to the bench to take a breather. Alexandre Libert. So Belgium now, deep backcourt, of course, if you think about it. Emmanuel Lecomte, Libert, Jonathan Tabu, Kevin Tumba. Also checking into the game here for Belgium. Great defense by Gillet. Gillet comes up with it. Gillet diving on the floor. Good play there. Weimer. Now, Belgium can cut this down to a 2, maybe 3-point game if they get a 3-pointer. Montenegro now looking into this matchup here. Probably won't let Belgium get some shots. It's now Tabu here. A few seconds left. Finds Libert off the bench. 3-pointer. Got it! Big time shot. Cuts it down to a 1-point ball game. And Belgium just getting into that groove, forcing Bosko Radovic. Montenegro to full timeout.
And that's a huge free for Libert. Scoreless on game day 1, and now comes straight into the game and knocks down the 3. They left him open. They played really tight on the other 4 players. Libert open, Belgium find him.
On the ball.
Well, Bosko Radovic probably not wanting his players to get too complacent. Hence why I called this timeout, not only just because 19.4 seconds left in the first quarter, but also probably saying, hey, we built the momentum, and at the moment, going to what works best for us. What really is working for Montenegro against Belgium?
Well, it's just good ball movement and looking at options. Dubovic has had some success, so they need to keep looking at him. Obviously, Perry is going to deliver, you know that, and he's already hit a big 3. But they've just got to keep working their offense and move it around quickly. And when Bako's in the game, you can't just have Bako waiting to block the shots. You've got to move him around, get him off balance, and I think they will have good success. And Dubovic again, as always, as you see from these pictures, and Weimer and Mihailovic having that conversation after Mihailovic took the charge.
Well, Kendrick Perry now back in the game here. So Drobnjak and Perry will play the point guard roles with him. Mikhailovic also in Nikolic, the big man. Quite a few perimeter options now. They're going to get the last shot here in the first quarter. Finding Kendrick Perry here, guided by Alexandre Libert. Well, Perry's got to get something going now. A few seconds left. KP time. There's a penetration. Hook shot off the backboard. Doesn't get the and one, but KP will go to the free throw line here for 2 shots.
Again, Perry just taking it on himself to get to the basket and try and get a shot or get to the free throw line, and he doesn't quite get it to go high off the glass. Hands Van Wyn commits the foul, so Perry, as long as he knocks these free throws down, has got exactly what he wanted.
Kendrick Perry next season will go to the ACB in Spain to play with Unicaja Malaga. Started his professional career in Australia's NBL in 2014 for the Sydney Kings. He's also played for teams such as Solnoki Olaya in Hungary, Nizhny Novgorod in Russia, and Mega Bemax. Again, a man with a very extensive high CV now. Belgium with 1.3 seconds. Now Montenegro don't want to foul here and send him to the free throw line. Well, we find Gillet now. Gillet's got to turn around. He's got to force it up. Gillet way off the mark there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first quarter, Montenegro lead this one 17-14 over Belgium. Game day 2 here at Group A for the 2022 FIBA EuroBasket. Well, leave you with some stats and some highlights from the first quarter. Well, Graham, good tempo to the game so far.
Yeah, we knew this was going to be a good one. Both teams loaded with great playmakers. 50% from 2 for Montenegro, 33% from Belgium. 3 of 9 from Belgium as well from that 3-point arc. So again, you can never tell one day to the next how you're going to knock down those threes.
Well, here are some of the key highlights. 2 early 3-pointers from Maxime Deseo. Belgium finding a bit of rhythm, a bit of confidence from downtown.
Yeah, Deseo, dangerous player, and he makes one from the 2 wings. And that's a little jab step where he's facing to the left. Then he realizes, hey, I better get this up. And Radovic, well, he can't believe what's just happened. And the 3-pointer is good. And then Perry, time running down again. So after Deseo's heroics, Perry thinks, I can do something similar. And he's hitting that off the back, high arc, and the jump that he's got, the elevation and the control in midair, sensational.
Well, there's the pick and pop there. Could be a problem for Belgium if Dublovic gets that rhythm, because that is exactly what got them back in the game against Turkey. Dublovic sending those picks on the ball, and again, just popping out to 3-pointer, left wide open every time. Belgium have to do their homework. Yeah,
he's been really smart, because if Bacco is on him, he'll shot fake and drive or look at another option. But the problem there for Bacco, he helped too much on Perry. Dublovic open.
Well, there is the QR code for courtside 1891. Ladies and gentlemen, get all the best stream schedules and scores. Currently, this is the FIBA EuroBasket. Later tonight, wherever you are in the world, the FIBA America Cup, and later this month, we'll have the biggest competition, the Women's FIBA World Cup hosted in Australia. Courtside 1891. Make sure you subscribe. For Montenegro now, led by Mikhailovic in the backcourt. Drobnjak as well, pretty much unchanged. Now, Popovic is also back in here. Mikhailovic should be finding Nikolic. One more pass to Simanovic. Oh, Kevin Tumba. Simple block there. That ball is all over the place. And Marcus Simanovic. It's almost like they were dealing with a hot tamale in their hand.
Hot potato, whichever. But they just could not get possession of the ball there, and Simanovic stayed with it. And ends up at the free throw line.
Currently at the free throw line, Mr. Chicago Bulls, drafted by the Chicago Bulls in the 2nd round, the 44th pick in the 2020 NBA draft. Played at Petro Olympia back in 2018, along with Mega Baskets. Also briefly in Italy for the Rosetto Sharks. As of last season, spent some time in the NBA G League with the Windy City Bulls. And again, one thing you know about this young man is that he can fly.
Yeah, he had some big plays on game day 1, and he's just going to be a problem. He gives Montenegro another option inside. He's an inside-outside player, and also gives Dublovic some time to recover on the bench.
Well, good defense by Drobnjak now. Drobnjak, alley-oop time. Oh, baby! Marko Simanovic! We just said this man can fly. Now, we got to see a replay of that. Literally, the last time I saw him catch an alley-oop was against Great Britain in the FIBA EuroBasket qualifiers. Well, that was a great defense by Drobnjak. Well, Drobnjak threw up a prayer, and down came Samanovic. You gotta love this guy.
Yeah, great defense from Drobnjak. He's done a great job since he's come in. Lots of energy, gets the steal, good vision, great timing on the catch from Samanovic. And they are fired up, and Belgium not happy. I should think Dario Georgia will be really fuming after that play.
Hand off.
Well, that was an unbelievable sequence, of course. Georgia seeing his team go back down by 7 points here in the early stages. Again, there's a QR code there for courtside. 1891. Get all of the best international basketball all over the world. Courtside, 1891. There's a QR code.
Yeah, real good energy from Drobnjak since he's come on. No points. He got the steal and 2 assists. And again, just puts the pressure on the stumble. With Belgium trying to bring the ball up. Jonathan Tabou stumbles there with the turnover. Muima cannot stop the pass on time, on target. And look at Samanovic. What a star in the making we've got here.
Well, Tabou now in the backcourt now for Belgium. One thing the Lions would love is to get things going for the perimeter. Ball now with Kevin Tumba. Go down low, Tumba now turn it over. Well, Tumba comes up with a steal himself. Great recovery there by the big man. Tabou now finding Pierre-Antoine Gillet. There goes baseline, good penetration. Avoids the block, good defense there by Nikolic.
Good job again by Montenegro. Making it a tough 2-point shot with a hand in the face.
Drobnjak now in the lane now. Avoids the defense, puts up a little scoop shot. Well, how do you like your ice cream? Well, Drobnjak is just scooping that one. So we'll go to the free throw line here for the 3-point play.
Great job. Crossover, hesitation. The hesitation causes the foul with Tabou because he runs right in the back of him. Look at the concentration and the nice little floater with the right hand for Drobnjak.
Well, Igor Drobnjak currently playing in Montenegro. 22 years of age, again, very much a bright prospect for the future generation of this team. You heard Bosko Radovic say in the pre-event presses, we are a small country. We are passionate about this game. It's not enough just to be here. We want to make noise. When players such as Drobnjak, the future's definitely bright for this national team.
Yeah, well, he's come on, and now they have a 10-point lead, Montenegro. He's playing a lot of passion and a lot of speed as well, which they need against these quick Belgian guards.
Well, Pierre-Antoine Gillet now finding Kevin Tumba. Now trying to get a hand up here. Emmanuel Lacombe. Belgium now down by 10 points. Gillet catches and shoots it. It's a good look. He's got to make that. Tumba. That's a smart play there by Drobnjak.
Yeah, well, first off, he's first to react to that rebound. He's out-hustled Tumba. He's got down the floor again just while he's getting gathering himself and getting his balance. Tumba just runs right in the back of him. So things going a little bit west at the moment for Belgium. It's just such a huge game against Georgia. It's then bringing yourself down on the day off, refocusing and getting back up to those levels, and they really need it in this matchup.
And, you know, another thing you got to remember is that Montenegro is a very good basketball team. Some prime-time players here. Belgium also very good. There's another foul. That's going to be that one. Oh, no. My apologies. The official just heard me, looked over and said, no, the foul is on the ground. Great play by
Good intention. You know he's going to go left predominantly. You try and stop him as Gillet comes over and slaps the wrist.
Popovich now looking for a handoff here, finding Drobnjak. Drobnjak here got it by Alexander Guibert, finding Nikolic. Nikolic just saying to Samanovic, what are you doing? You just caught an alley-oop, cut to the basket. And Samanovic is like, what are you doing?
Yeah, a bit of confusion. Nikolic thinking Samanovic is going to cut to the hoop, but he's an all-court player. He can knock down the three as well, so they need to get on the same page.
Lay now, good hand up from the bow. Lacombe now looking to pick the ball here with Tumba. Find the big man. There with penetration. 6 seconds, Tumba again, another turnover. Now, Halovic pushes. Kicks out of Popovich now. Popovich here guarded by Jean-Marc Muima coming off another screen. They're patiently building up now. Moves the ball very well. Down to Nikolic here. Nikolic trying to find Samanovic, a little 1-2 punch. Simonovic is saying, look, I told you, you should have passed it to me when I was on the perimeter.
Yeah, they're just, this time they threw it up. He's caught the ball close to the hoop, and he's got 3 defenders to try and deal with there in front of him. He just couldn't get it to go.
Dubljevic now coming back into the game. So Nikolic checking out, so of course, size-wise, maybe it's a bit of a disadvantage for Montenegro, but I think what they want to go with, of course, as you mentioned throughout this game, they want to go with the small ball in the backcourt. Cobb now coming off one screen. There now makes a penetration. Picks up the Gillet. 7 shot clock now for Emmanuel Lecomte. Lecomte's got to get something going. Goes in and around. Lecomte goes in with a sweet little finger roll, but he missed it. He's got to make that.
Again, really tough shot for Lecomte, but yeah, it's one that he can make and did make on game day 1.
Mikhailovic goes in. Mikhailovic with another beautiful finger roll.
This time he goes right and finishes with the right hand. He's just such a dangerous player, being able to go either way, left or right.
12-point lead now for Montenegro. Dario Georgia staying with the 5 he has. Takes something bad. Good ball movement. Weema with a pump fake. Weema now goes in with a Belgian Euro step. Getting too hard off the backboard. Well, this is where Montenegro's been dangerous now. Yeah, going to go pick and roll here with Simonovic. Dubljevic just left wide open. Kevin Tumba, you cannot do that. Oh, Kevin Tumba just gave an invitation to Dubljevic. Well, there's the party. 3 points on the line.
Yeah, Tumba is struggling at the moment. He just can't get to rebounds. Can't get out to Dubljevic. And Dublevic's eyes must have just opened wide with that opportunity.
Well, looks like Ismail Bako is going to come back with a game here for Belgium. It's now Emmanuel Lecomte. Really struggling to get things going here. 15-point lead, the kick out. Gillet, 3, nails it. That will restore the confidence for the Belgian Lions.
I really like Gillet when he catches the ball. He's got a really quick jump step with a preparation step before he takes the shot. It's always ready to shoot and nothing but net.
Well, Popovich now dangerous here in the backcourt, running off pick and rolls here, finding Dubljevic again. There's a handoff and a traveling violation. Well, talk us through that one, Graham.
You need to see that again, but he caught the ball off Dubljevic. Both feet left the floor. Unforced error though, Josh. Do not need that early in the offense.
Well, Graham, I got to tell you, I love just the empathy there from Popovich, not to overreact there, but to acknowledge the referee made the call, but also ask the referee, what did I do wrong there? But again, the sportsman now, there goes the lane. Foul is going to be called there against, I'd say the 17th foul for Montenegro. It's not the worst foul to give away, of course. It'll be baseline ball now to Belgium.
Good job by Lebert. He's made a 3. He's had a couple of 2-point jump shots. This time drives hard to the hoop.
Offensive foul. Wow, they've called that on Ismail Bako. Well, Graham, I don't think Bako moved at all there.
I need to see that again.
Oh, from that angle, it does look a bit different.
Yeah. Again, if you're going to set your screen, it doesn't have to be perfect, but once you're set, you can't then move your hips or slide your feet.
Well, here comes the pick and roll now, Mikhailovic. Bako doing a good job there, not allowing him to shoot the 3-pointer. Under the basket now. Mikhailovic with the offensive rebound. And there's where the size could be a problem here for Belgium.
Yeah, you almost need a camera just on Dubljevic, the way he screens, re-screens, dives to the bucket.
Lost that quick 3-point, doesn't get it. Offensive rebound by Ismail Bako. Bako looking to get the ball out to Lecomte. Belgium now trailing by 14 points. And another offensive foul. Well, they call this one an Emmanuel Lecomte.
That might be hooking. Just had his arm round.
Well, Kendrick Perry just nodding his head to say, you know it was a foul. And Lecomte just trying to diplomatically fight his case there.
We didn't get a replay, but I think that's what that would have been called for.
Well, again, you just got to love the way these two teams really going at each other. Montenegro down and finds Dubljevic. Well, Dubljevic went for the layup, of course, but come on, baby. You got to throw that down. This is the 2022 FIBA EuroBasket.
Well, he must have heard me say he hasn't quite got the elevation, but he's just toying with us there. He could throw that down if he wanted to. But again, you just see the ball movement, this time on the weak side by Dubljevic. A little look-away pass from Mihailovic. Just beautiful.
Dino Radoncic now coming back into the game here as Petar Popovic. So it looks like Kendrick Perry along with Mihailovic play the backcourt roles. Again, you love the fact that so many players in these teams can all dynamically change the point guard, shooting guard. There you can see a bit of airtime there from Retin Obasahan, and that's what he's got to do to keep Belgium in this game.
Yeah, quick attack. Don't let the defense of Montenegro get all the way to the hoop. 2 points there for Retin.
14-point ball game now. Montenegro still looking to build on the lead here. Mihailovic pick a pop by Dubljevic. Dubljevic takes it, doesn't get it. Baku with a rebound.
Good job by Bako, forcing Dubljevic a little bit further away from the hoop there.
We'll double cross him now. Retin in the lane, hangs one more time, and he gets the and one. Well, Retin Obasahan and possessed.
Yeah, just taking over the game. Quick crossover. Going right past Radoncic, no help. But it was an early attack. The defense is still getting set. Mihailovic can't deal with it because Obasahan can move in all directions in mid-air, so no problem, and finish it with either hand. Quick timeout from Coach Radovic.
Let's play. If it's after Chua Chile, one rotate for him. If not, 5 for Bojan. Something side. Nas igram odbranu, 2 puta ovaj. Kada ball guy, okay? Nas igram ovo da poluvremena, ajde igramo. Ajde polako sad da nas ne stižu.
Yeah, just looking at some of the stats there, but let's look at some of the highlights. And just high-speed game of chess the way Dubljevic plays. He will take what Bako gives him, and he's just a master of it. This time he knows he's got to make that jump hook, and with a bit of fade there to just create some space, and that, I really like that play. Gets in behind Lebert. Just simple, no one guarding him. He just drifts in behind, so he can play in the post. He'll play off the pick and pop, catch and shoot. Mr. Do-It-All. Bojan Dubljevic.
Like Mr. Do-It-Allovich, of course. I mean, he could just do everything.
I like that one better. Yeah.
I mean, he plays in the ACB, of course. We talk about one of the best domestic international basketball leagues in the world. There you can see Retin Obasahan now leading Belgium mentally to stay in this one. I mean, Retin Obasahan, for me, is one of the top professionals you'll find in Europe. I mean, this guy plays defense, does everything.
Yeah, and he's just shown, leading up to that timeout, why. Just fantastic, explosive player to the hoop.
Popovic now, checking back into the game is Radovic trying to take on Gillet. Radovic turns around, doesn't get it. And Obasahan comes up one more time. Well, he's in the mood now. Oh, he scored there. That's going to be 14 down for Montenegro. I think you can see the reaction from Dario Đurđa to say, "Ooh, come on, upgrade that one."
Again, Obasahan is totally in the flow now. First to react to the loose ball, and too hot to handle for Popovic. Now Mihailovic is on him.
Well, Tabu now trying to throw that one down to Bako. The key thing for Bako is he's not necessarily the foundation back down post play. What he's going to give you, of course, is a lot of screens, a lot of movement, defensive presence. But again, the way that Montenegro like to play defense, you want to keep seeing Retin Obasahan attack the basket. Well, Tabu left wide open. He made the game with the other night. Yeah, a little bit cold here, Graham.
Yeah, he's just not quite. Again, every shot he's taken has been wide open, not just quite in the rhythm. Good hands, though. That might get him started.
Unfortunate there for Mihailovic. Bako, again, just across the area that everything counts right now here at the EuroBasket. You've got to make sure that every possession, every pass, every shot is very clinical.
Yeah, good job breaking it up, because if Mihailovic hadn't have got that, Tabu was off to the races.
Obasahan now. Hit by Mihailovic, giving up the roll. Bako coming off one screen now, looking for options. Cross court, find a Gillet. Back to Bako now with another handoff. Tabu now kicks out to Retin now. Retin takes a three-pointer, puts it, got it! Retin Obasahan is playing for an MVP. Well, this guy could do just about everything. Well, we talk about getting to the basket. Make it splash, Retin. Make it rain.
And look at the elevation again, similar to Perry, but he has taken this game over. He said enough's enough when they were 12 down, and he scored the last 7 points. Just super play from Abasahan.
Well, cutting it down to single digits now. The 16-point lead for Montenegro has been cut down in half. Can they respond here? Retin Abasahan, crucial field goals here in the second quarter. 6 shot clock now. Dubljevic is going to back down here. Trying to take back on the post. Good defense by Ismail Bako. And good defense again by the Belgian Lions. Here comes Retin now down the middle. Retin now trying to go all the way. Another foul. Again, he's just causing problems for Montenegro's defense.
Yeah, he's just going downhill big time. He's a handful, major handful for Montenegro to deal with. Watch this, hesitation, inside, outside, crossover. Nightmare to try and handle at the moment. But sometimes these players are so good, whatever you try, they're going to get the better of you.
Well, again, it's going to be very interesting to see how he transcends his game next year at the France. I mean, everywhere he's played, he's simply been a dominant force in every league, whether that was in Italy, in the German Easy Credit Bundesliga, whether that was in the Israeli Winter League. Next year, it's going to be a great test for him. And let me tell you something right now. Pro A better get ready, because Retin is coming to town.
Yeah, just missed the second free throw, but Gillet, good job on the offensive rebound. And Retin causing problems again. Both teams are really stepping up high on this pick and roll. Dubljevic is coming all the way out. And for me, I'd like to see Belgium, when Dubljevic is way out away from the basket, get the ball directly inside to Bako, who's open.
Well, back to Tabou now. Tabou down the lane now. Kicks out to Libert. Libert, three-point corner. Doesn't get it. But Belgium fighting. Bako gets it. Throws it down with a bit of authority. And that is Bako. And he flexes the guns.
Yeah, Abasahan's been leading, but now Bako dominating under the glass. And a massive throwdown.
Well, what was the 16-point lead now? It's been cut down to 5 points. Belgium. There's a pick and pop. Dubljevic. About taking it, but Bako closes out. Popovic now, he can make these. He's a good shooter. A little bit short, but Dubljevic, well, it just fell into his hands. Not much Belgium can do about that one. Retin now down the middle, kicks out to Alexandre Libert. Steps out of bounds. Good defense there by Kendrick Perry.
Yeah, he rushed Libert into that attack from the corner. Good job from Montenegro, just being able to thwart Belgium on that offense. But going back to the previous play, Josh, well, let's look at Bako here on that rebound. Staying after it, persistence, and great athleticism to throw it down.
Well, just over 1 minute to go here. Montenegro holding on to a 7-point lead. At the moment, they've been tested. They turn it over again. Well, no, they keep it alive. 7 here on the shot clock now for KP. Well, maybe another poor pass. Libert comes up with it. A potential 2 for 1 now for Belgium. Gillet thought about taking it. Go back to Mr. Abasahan now, split the defense. That's going to be free throws now for Belgium.
I mean, this just shows how close these two teams are, because Montenegro were in complete charge. Belgium were really not playing to their potential, and then all of a sudden, timeout, Abasahan, 7 quick points, then the Bako gets after the rebound, and everybody is now getting to the loose balls, getting in their defensive positions with deflections, and Belgium are in the ascendancy now.
Well, if he makes his free throw, he can cut it down to a potential 2-possession game, and if they get a stop down the other end, this could be a great 2 for 1 now for Belgium going into the halftime break. The entrance there by Radovic, but Abasahan makes a free throw. Yeah, great. What a hell of a game Uncle Retin is having at the moment.
14 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Very, very dominant at the moment.
Well, KP now down the lane, tries to go up with it. No foul call. Dubljevic, another offensive rebound. And Dubljevic, same as he did before, just sits under the basket.
If you don't box him out, the ball will fall to him. He's got great anticipation. He doesn't have to fly all the time. He just great position. Back-to-back finishes under the hoop for Dubljevic.
2 seconds difference now between the game clock and the shot clock. Retin Abasahan, as you mentioned, 14 points. Got it by Drobniak now. Retin looking to size this one up. Retin goes down the middle. Retin unstoppable all the way to the basket. 16 points now for Uncle Retin. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first half, Montenegro leading by as many as 16 points. Finally cut down to 5 points, led by that man, just going straight to the basket. No force in this planet can stop Retin Obasahan.
Yet again, he's way lower than his defender. He's gone past him. The defender's got his hands up behind him. Great touch off the glass.
Well, we will leave you with some stats and some highlights, but again, we'll be back for the second half in 14 minutes. At the moment, again, statistically, Belgium are really just being led by one player, and that one player is inspiring everyone around him.
Yeah, there's the statistics. 6 of 6 from the line, 7 of 9 from the line, Belgium, 5 of 10 from 2, 5 of 15 from 3, 3 of 7 Montenegro, 15 threes in that first half for Belgium, but Basahan doing it all, 15 each on the rebounds, 5 to 6 on the assist to Belgium, 5 steals to 3 steals, but both teams, massive momentum swings from both teams, and we end up with a 5-point game at the half.
Well, you can see Dublovic at the moment with 18 points, Retin Obasahan with 16. It's almost a battle of a big man versus the guard here, almost a David and Goliath, but again, you just got to start to wonder who's going to pull away with this. Will Belgium go 2-0?
It's too close to call.
Well, here are some of the key highlights, of course. Maxime Deseo got things going for Belgium early on with 2 3-pointers. Since then, didn't feature too much in the second quarter, did he?
No. And he came out strong because he's going to come out firing like he did in game day 1. And missed his first 3, then made some threes. He came out red hot at the start, especially on that one. I mean, that's almost a crazy 3. And then Hendrik Perry thought, you know what, shot clock's running down, no problem. High elevation, high jump on his jump shot, knocked it down off the glass.
Well, Kendrick Perry, of course, that was a pick and pop at Dublovic, but really did struggle in the early stage. But yeah, what is it about the pick and pop that makes Dublovic such a dangerous player?
Well, on that occasion, Bako made it easy for him because Bako went all the way down to help on Perry. He didn't need to. He's got to get his hands out, finger pointing at Perry, finger pointing at Dublovic, and just explode back to him to make that 3-pointer tough.
One player, of course, you can see the alley-oop time. Bit of Marko Simonovic Airlines flying first class.
Yeah, Drobniak really like him. He's come in, he scored 3 points, but I like his hustle, his defense, very active hands. He gets his reward, and again, Dublovic with Tumba on him this time. There's no way he's going to hesitate on that 3 and knocks it down. And then Basahan, he's got all the moves, and Radoncic no chance on the outside there. And Mihailovic couldn't get to him. And again, he moves laterally in the air. Superb concentration, finishing with the left hand. Dangerous player, Josh.
There was a 3-pointer right at the end. The shot clock, of course, Retin Obasahan, maybe the one criticism about his game is that he's not a good enough 3-point shooter. I would argue that case very much. I haven't seen him play for so many teams over the last few seasons. But again, Bako with no regard for the help side defense of Montenegro.
Yeah, he's starting to come into the game. He had a lot of problems trying to deal with Dublovic. But good job on the offensive glass and throwdown. And look at that one, Josh. That is tough. But again, you see, he goes low, he goes quick, and Drobniak is on the wrong side of him. But he still had to get the finish.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was the last highlight there in the first half. Go get a drink. We'll be back in over 11 minutes for the second half of the 2022 FIBA EuroBasket matchup, Belgium versus Montenegro.
Over 25 minutes, Mitsic really starting to come to the fore on offense and defense. And what a spin bounce pass into the path of Lucic.
Well, you see why Mitsic is just such a game breaker.
Ruban, who's got 8 points now. Sal with the steal. They'll try and chase it back and won't give up on the play. Nick Krejci
Glad attacking that closeout and a great feed inside for the first two for Israel.
Nimrod Levy with the points. Look out!
Laurie Markkinen is in the building.
Jokic threatens the three. Wants to take it at Koch. Back-to-back baskets for the back-to-back NBA MVP. Valvin up against Bouncerovsky.
Oh!
Gives him a taste of his own medicine. He checks the 21-year-old into the highlight reel hotel.
Finish up Simon, gets to the foul line, drops it inside. Zubac has to finish! And he does!
Yes, Zubac wants the and one. That is a big dunk.
I'm with him.
Yeah,
And one.
yeah.
Still a two-possession game though. Azania, extra pass. Smith to give him low, and Anthony gets a piece of it. On the runway up the floor for two. Oh! That's how to close out. Get a piece of that. He's not done yet. Numbers on the break, 5 on 2. Everyone in a blue shirt is absent. Oh! What was I saying? They can put it on the floor.
Doesn't matter. Either way, he can do it all. Terrell here with the ball. Yes!
Oh, above the ring! Oh, what a play!
Wow, that is what you call a superstar highlight play. Giannis Antetokounmpo on your head.
Robertson looking to go coast to coast. Three-point shot. Oh my word! Magic Markkinen off his feet, and so too are the Finn fans.
We see you, Laurie. That's a buzzer beater for the ages.
welcome back to Tbilisi, and look at Bojan Dublevic again, 18 points, 6 rebounds, 1 steal and a block, and he's just been dominant from behind the arc and getting underneath it with all his full array of shot making around the hoop. But just a couple of those, Josh, with simple offensive rebounds and putbacks because they hadn't boxed him out.
Oh, absolutely. Of course, I mean, Dublevic for me has been obviously the best big man on the court here. You know, he likes to pick and pop, but he can also go inside and post up. Now, interesting stat is he hasn't shot a free throw in the last 2 games prior to this. And again, that could change his life. But Graham, I got to tell you, what does Bosko Radovic have to change to make sure his team doesn't throw this game away? Remember, they were leading by as many as 16 points.
Yeah, well, it's just been a game of runs. They were in charge. All the shots were going down, loose balls, deflections were going their way. Timeout. Abasahan took over the game from inside and outside, and then Belgium just lifted their game back over with the offensive rebound and the big dunk. But it was deflections and reactions. Everybody was a step quicker, and Belgium are right back in this game.
Well, key thing now for Belgium is to keep going through Rhett and Abasahan, of course. I mean, this guy, how phenomenal has he been here in the first half, Graham?
There was a switch that just got flicked, and he just took off. It's just been absolutely sensational. 16 points, 3 of 3 from 2, and that's all different levels of getting to the hoop. But I love the way he attacks really low to the ground, and he's going downhill. Good defender as well, as you say, but he's inspiring the rest of his team to get back in this. There was a definite dip. I think they came out a little bit slow off the back of the amazing victory against Georgia on game day 1. Bako's been struggling with Dublevic. Maybe that offensive rebound and big slam will get him going as well.
Well, Jean-Marc Wiemer had a very good game the other night against Georgia, where he hit some crucial 3-pointers. Remember, Georgia went up by 5 points in the 4th quarter, but Wiemer hit a big 3-pointer, cut it back down to 2 points. For me, that was the mental victory there. Again, tonight, can he replicate the same success? At the moment, Abasahan leading the way here for the Belgian Lions. But other players need to step in and step up here if they're going to go 2-0 here in the group of the 2022 FIBA EuroBasket.
For Bojan, second offense.
Yeah, Lecomte, no points. Taboo, no points.
Okay.
You know, they really need to step up. It can't just be
4 down. Okay.
Abasahan leading the charge. They're going to need some help. And that's how they got it done against Georgia. Total team effort. Everybody's got to step up.
Here low. Alex, screen. Come
Georgia.
Switch block.
Very
going to slip.
technical
Jonah.
coach.
Adapt,
a lot of detail.
Immediately. This is slip.
Didn't panic
Listen
when Montenegro
carefully.
went ahead.
We have a good slip there. We have nothing.
Just
Pass to Jonah.
he knows he's got the players, and if it needs Retty to take over, he will. But I think now Montenegro are going to have to make some adjustments, take away Abasahan's drive to the basket. That will leave the likes of Gillet open, who can hit threes. Maybe Kizio will come back in. So Retty may go from, Abasahan may go from the finisher at the hoop to being a facilitator for others.
There is the QR code there for the official FIBA EuroBasket app. Download it on your smartphone, tablet, or your Android. You can customize your experience. All the best scores, stats, news lines that matter to you most. Remember, the official FIBA EuroBasket app. Download it now. Again, Graham, if we look at the players returning to the court now, Maxime Deseo returns it. Now they did one change. They brought Alexander Libert here. So Hans van Veen, who started this game, is now on the bench. They're going with a smaller lineup here. Interesting change here from Dario Georgia.
And Montenegro have got their big 3 on Perry, Simonovic and Dublevic, so let's see how this pans out.
Well, Rhett and Abasahan now, pick and roll there. Now the Ismail Bako. Bako trying to back down here against Marko Simonovic. Tabu kicks out Deseo, pump fakes well. Deseo just got the wind knocked out of him as a freight train labeled Dublevic. But again, you love that, both players shake hands with each other. Goodness gracious. Somebody ask Maxime Deseo what day it is.
Yeah, that was a big hit. Dublevic, he just bit on the shot fake and just kept going and knocked Deseo to the floor with some force.
Well, Tabu now kicks out to Abasahan. Abasahan goes for a 3-pointer, takes it, doesn't get it. see KP just saved the ball from going out of bounds.
Basahan just a touch short on that three, but decent defense by Montenegro.
Popovic now looking for Dubovic. He got it by Ismail Bako. Dubovic, 2 points. Here comes the double team with the Libert. Takes out of Popovic now. 1 second. Popovic got to shoot it. Takes it. Doesn't get it. Well, Samanovic. Well, great job by Bako. Steps out of bounds and well, Basahan infuriated, saying he felt he was pushed out of bounds.
We need to see that again. He gets the rebound, he gets it, then loses it. He's right on the baseline and just loses his balance. I'm not sure there was much physical contact from Samanovic.
Kendrick Perry now here, got it by Tabu. Good hands by Jonathan Tabu. Remember, it's not a reset of the 24-second because technically Belgium did have full possession, so it's 12 seconds here on the shot clock for Montenegro. Samanovic now finding Kendrick Perry. Trying to whirl up a few screens, finds Samanovic. Making steps back to the 2-point, doesn't get it. And Dubovic again with another offensive rebound. Samanovic almost lost it. Montenegro with another shot here. Go again with KP. KP finds Samanovic. It's much better there, Belgium. Well, they'll say it's the boxing out that's causing the problem. They're not the defense that led to the foul. They've got to make sure they put a body on Dubovic.
Bako's the only size they've got, so if Montenegro throw enough bodies at the offensive rebounds, there's going to be problems, and this is a net result. Samanovic at the line.
You kind of love what this young man brings here. The ability to be very physical, very high-flying athletic player, but also can step out and hit perimeter shots. Mexico now 7-point lead here for Montenegro, 39-32. Moment Belgium still looking for their first field goal here in the second half. Libert now coming off a pick here with Ismail Bako. Breakdown here, got it by Popovic. Let's go to the same screen. Libert going all the way. Libert finds Bako, and Bako with a two-handed flush. Assist coming from Alexandre Libert.
Nice job by Libert, just attacked the basket, drew the help. Bako with the easy dunk.
Samanovic threw it away. Maybe Popovic just didn't catch it, but again, Belgian. Bako time. And says good night to everybody watching.
And it's just nice spacing. They've really spaced the Montenegrin defense out there. Give Bako an easy dunk.
Libert now coming up another screen here. Splits two defenders. Kicks out to Jonathan Tabu. Belgium making the most of Tabu now pulls up for another three-pointer. Way off the mark here. Hasn't found that rhythm from the other night, has he?
That was a tough shot, and he took a dribble. He's missing left, he's missing right, he's missing both ways. That's tough for him.
Mikhailovic here, Montenegro leading by 5 points. We go down to Dubovic now. Dubovic here, got it by Bako. Here comes the double team with Basahan. And the reach and foul. I think Basahan might want to wish that he hopes these referees don't speak French, because he is, I don't know what he's saying, but he's obviously not happy there. I tell you what, man, you gotta love Renton Basahan. I mean, this guy is just one of the, I said it in the first half, a prime-time professional. He wants to win.
Yeah, just good defense coming down on the help, but he just overdid it on the physicality there.
KP splits the defense now, kicks out Dubovic. You get a three-pointer, Mikhailovic corner, tucks it away. Good movement there from Montenegro.
Three of the big players for Montenegro combining. Mikhailovic with the catch and shoot three.
Libert now kicks out to Basahan. Basahan goes down the middle, and that is a smooth move there by Uncle Renton, just going to work.
Great drive along the baseline. Little bit of fancy ball handling as well, and then just 2-foot takeoff for the reverse.
Splits the defense. Mikhailovic with a bit of magic on the floor there. I feel like Mikhailovic is just saying to Renton, anything you can do, I can do better, but Renton is going to go right back at him. Zeo now, poor passer from Bako, turns it over. Now Popovic has options here, but he's going to slow this one down here. Find Dubovic. But one thing about Bako is he's not letting Dubovic shoot any more three-pointers. Perry now down the lane, finds Dubovic wide open, takes it, got it! big time shot, and he does a little bit of it down. Wow, Dubovic acting like he's in a nightclub now with the dance moves.
He's back at the bazaar in Georgia, Tbilisi Midtown. Backo there, look where he is. He's come all the way down to try and stop Perry. Look where Dubovic is. Loads of spacing, plenty of time. No problem for Boyan.
I got to tell you, Graham, hear about the Spanish pick and roll. Right now, we're seeing the Montenegro pick and pop, and it's done by the Dubovic.
He's just on fire. From when he hit his first three yesterday, everything is nothing but net.
Well, there's a QR code for courtside 1891. Make sure you download and get all the best stream schedules and scores. Watching all the international basketball all over the world. This is the 2022 FIBA EuroBasket, brought to you by courtside 1891.
Next one. Go with the one
Just a
side.
couple of comparisons. Montenegro 24 to 14 points in the paint, 10 to 2 second chance points. I know we saw the Backo dunk, but Dubovic causing all sorts of problems under the Belgian basket, and they've got to take care of that. 16 to 6 points from the bench as well in favour of Montenegro. That was a real nice play by Libert. Goes, shapes as if he's going to take the layup. Draws Mihailovic over. No help. And if Backo's that wide open, he's going to score every time.
Dario Georgia, again, has seen his team come back from 16 points, but at the moment, go back down by double digits. The problem they have, of course, maybe the lack of size for Belgium is going to be the key difference. But again, Belgium not out of this one. Zeo now finding Backo, getting a handoff here with Tabou. Yeah, Gretson finding Zeo. Made 2 3 so far. Doesn't get this one. Again, only Backo going in for offensive rebounds.
Really good D from Radovic there, hand right in the face of Zeo.
Well, KP now here on the ball for Montenegro. Just trying to build up something here. Now going baseline, pick up again with Dubovic. Tries another three-pointer. Again, it looked like he was going in, but Belgium get a lifeline now. Chance to deficit. Tabou now looking for options. Just spacing at the moment, very congested here on offense. Turn it over again. Backo, again, Graham, I got to tell you, spacing not good enough right now for Belgium.
And again, Backo's caught the ball way outside the three-point line. He doesn't want to be catching it there. A little bit of disruption from Perry. Tabou's trying to go and spot up, but really Tabou's got to grab that ball and be the ball handler.
Drobniak now coming back into the game is Emmanuel Lecomte, also coming in for Belgium. As Jonathan Tabou leaves the game here. Drobniak now looking to throw down here to Dubovic. Double team comes. Drobniak kicking this one out. Dubovic getting very physical there with Backo. 6 seconds here. Mihailovic takes Hail Mary 3. Doesn't get it. And Zeo. I think it's the right call.
Yeah,
The only
absolutely.
argument, it's a little bit late.
It was late, but Desir is on the wrong side of Dubovic, because when Dubovic goes into the paint, whether he catches it in the post, inside the paint, he is so deep. And look at him, he's basket side of Desir. There's no way Desir can get that rebound, and he has to foul him. That's
a foul, no doubt. They're trying to get him down now. Well, Backo maybe could have put a hand to that one, but Montenegro, Mihailovic goes all the way, doesn't get it, and another offensive rebound. And again, that's what's killing Belgium at the moment. The technical foul is going to be called against Dario Georgia, I believe.
Again, all sorts of problems on the offensive glass, and Radovic this time, the second of the bigs for Montenegro. All the help goes towards the Mihailovic, and he just gets that jump hook. He's tried a couple of those in the game, haven't gone, and off the offensive rebound, nice touch, gets it to go.
I think the officials now are discussing something. So something's going to happen here. Or maybe it was just to confirm the Either way, it's going to be one free throw to Montenegro. Belgium will get the ball back.
I'm not sure what Coach Scherzer was complaining about. Just good hustle there by Radovic, and they're just outsizing and out-muscling Belgium on the glass.
Montenegro now back down by 14 points. Emmanuel Lecomte. Well, Pierre-Antoine Gillet is also going to come back in the game here for Belgium. And now Bassahan here. Ball movement here from the Lions. Bassahan now steps back, takes it, nails it. Well, no need to go to the ATM machine, because if you need cash, you go to Retin. Oh, Bassahan, 21 points. This guy is on fire.
A great catch, goes towards the hoop, step back, knocks it down. Just ultimate confidence. Whatever the situation, Belgium have a chance with this guy on the floor.
Here comes the double team now to kick out the Drobniak. Drobniak goes baseline, goes up, high arc at the end of the shot clock. Wow! Now Emmanuel Lecomte, 14-point lead. Turn it over. Now Kendrick Perry, what do you have? Showtime! Throws it down with no regard for the cameraman. And all of a sudden, Dario Georgia, well, he says to his mind, he believes that he can fly.
Great sequence of play for Montenegro. Look at that. Tomahawks it down 2 hands. Retin Bassahan just an onlooker there, spectator for that high-flying dunk, and Montenegro are really pushing all buttons here.
Montenegro, of course, benefiting off the turnovers now from Belgium. At the moment, all the players need to step in. Emmanuel Lecomte takes a three in the corner, way off the mark, doesn't get it. Now you can see Kendrick Perry just going to slow this one down here. Again, try not to make the same mistake they did in the first half by rushing every offense, allowing Belgium to get back in it. Radovic now trying to post up here. There's a lob pass under the basket against Gillet. Radovic goes up. Graham, he wasn't looking at the basket.
Now that is tough. A lot of jump hooks, you're going to half square up at least to the bucket. He's throwing that almost over his head. Great shot for Radovic.
Belgium now kicked out Gillet. Gillet goes all the way. Bit of contact, puts him afloat, but a charging foul. Wow. Dubovic, though, that's some serious flexibility there, but he is on the ground. I think he's in a little bit of pain. Probably just winded.
He took the three away from Gillet. He's just head down, driving the bucket in great defense, sliding across Dubovic, and really brave as well, because you know you're likely to get hurt when you take a charge, when a player like Gillet is at full force and full pace heading to the bucket. And then that is an outrageous shot with Bacco coming to help. In fact, Bacco's got some of that, but he's thrown it up so high, Drobniak. I really like his play, both ends of the floor, Josh.
He almost touched the shot clock on that one.
Well, to get it over Ismail Bacco, that's what you got to do.
I mean, that's incredible. I mean, what do they say? The size of the area, of the basket can fit almost 2 basketballs yet, but to throw it up that high to get the drop, it takes some practice, doesn't it?
Superb touch under extreme pressure there from Drobniak.
Well, 16-point lead now to Montenegro, 56-39. Game day 2. Remember, Montenegro lost their opening game against Turkey. Well, Perry going all the way. Perry hanging in the air, no foul called. Bassahan comes up with it. Well, he can push this in transition. Bassahan goes in, hangs up, sweet little finger roll. Uncle Retin. Well, he wants the M1, but he's got to calm it down now. He is arguing with the referees. The officials, credit to them, not overreacting there. Kalevic, and the foul is going to be called against Bassahan.
I think Belgium are getting frustrated. He's in foul trouble now, but that's just a smart play. This time on Mihailovic going right. With a lot of attention. That is huge for Belgium.
Well, he is 6 rebounds away from a double-double. That's smart by Georgia, but again, it's going to hurt them on offense because he is leading the way. Without Retin, this game is over.
23 points from 41. He's over half the team's points, but he's been sensational.
Kalevic gets the first free throw to drop. Yeah, what a playing at KK Manaba, of course, in Montenegro. Well, he actually played for Falua Stanford, Dario Georgia back in 2014, also for Anvel Vasilek. So again, a very well-traveled basket player. Well, Weeman now catches it. That's only the 13th foul for Montenegro, so not too much worry for them, but they do have a 17-point lead with 2:18 to go. Remember, it was a 5-point ball game at halftime.
Yeah, they've just exploded into this third quarter. Good body position by Weeman, just easing Mihailovic under the basket. And the only way Mihailovic is going to deal with that situation is foul.
Well,
Josh for Mihailovic.
Mihailovic had too many words there. As Gillet now will step up to the free throw line. Pierre-Antoine Gillet, she'll never fulfill us. Then also played for the Novo Tenerife. The season they came second in the Basketball Champions League 2019. Gillet now catch and shoot, just made the free throw. Gillet with a smooth mid-range there. Decent little three-point possession there for Belgium.
Good catch and shoot with a little bit of fade there from Gillet.
Radovic now kicking out to Kendrick Perry. Montenegro again, just trying to slowly build into this one hit. Out of the shot clock now for Perry, splits the defense. Kendrick Perry goes in. Well, this guy simply looking more like Dr. KP with his smooth elevation.
Yeah, it's a beautiful play. Everything just opened up for him. He attacked, hung in the air, and finished with the right hand.
There's a pick up now. Lecomte makes a penetration. That's a four. Oh no, excuse me. That's gonna be 2 free throws now. 15 fouls. A smart move there by Emmanuel Lecomte.
Again, a quick attack. Montenegro defense not set. And the spaces will open up. And look at Perry. Massive crossover. Tumba cannot stay with him. Attacks the hoop.
Well, he went to Baylor, graduated in 2018 to play for UCAM Murcia in 2020. Play for Alain Bernet, but as of the last 2 years, he's been playing in Lithuania. Next season, he'll play for BC Donava in the LKL. Well, Simonovic and Tumba, things getting heated, of course. Now, remember, Kevin Tumba was played there by Radovic. Just, again, well, Tumba needs to calm down. He's gone right back for him. Tumba needs to relax. Well, my apologies to Kevin Tumba. Yeah. He went to shake Simonovic's hand.
Yeah, there's been a couple of flashpoints, hasn't it? But immediately, both players, whoever's involved in it, they just accept it and move on.
Well, again, I'd like to say my apologies to Kevin Tumba. What a sportsman, of course, to go back and shake the hand there of Marcus Simonovic. True class there from Kevin Tumba. Well, Simonovic now looking to take on Tumba. Tumba goes in. Great defense. Wow! Kevin Tumba becoming the Tumba glove, locking up Marcus Simonovic.
Yeah, that's much better from Tumba. Right in the flow of the defense. Good hands. He struggled earlier in the game, just couldn't get into the flow, couldn't get the rebounds. He needs to step up to just give them an extra big man inside, give extra presence in the paint.
Retson Abasan on the bench with 23 points and 4 rebounds. Again, how much Belgium need him, but again, he has 3 fouls. Perry now catch and shoot off the inbound. KP, Dr. KP, just putting on a clinic right now.
And just simple catch and shoot. It's the elevation and the quick release. Too much for Belgium to handle.
Bolívar now, one screen now, kicking out to Lecomte. Lecomte going down the middle, puts up a little teardrop, and Emmanuel Lecomte just trying to keep Belgium in this one.
And that's much better. 3 points in the game, but really attack the paint there. Good elevation and concentration.
KP with a hot hand now, pick up Pavel Radovic. Radovic pump fakes, Radovic all the way with a sweet little finger roll. Again, just puts the brakes there on Pierre-Antoine Gillet.
He's playing a really nice game, Manja Radovic. Dublevic getting a blow, and he's taking over the big man role.
Well, Lecomte again with another teardrop, and he gets, one. Well, Manu Lecomte.
Fantastic move. Not quite as higher floater as the Drobnak effort earlier, but again, he's come hard off a screen, turned the corner, Great touch under a lot of pressure.
You just love that play, of course. So Madden will come there, just going in with a little floater. Getting a chance here to cut it down to a 15-point ball game going into the fourth quarter. But Montenegro now with 24.3 seconds left to get the last shot here. Well, Dubljevic, along Mihailovic coming into the game. So Celic and Marcus Simonovic will take a breather. You like that there from Coach Boško Radović, putting as many shooters on the floor as possible.
Yeah, and if Dubljevic wants to step out on the pick and pop, you've still got Radović inside for a rebound, so smart play.
Well, Drobnjak now, ball up 9/10 seconds difference, I believe, between game and shot clock. Dubljevic now looking to back down against Kevin Tumba. They don't want to foul here, don't want to send to the free throw line. There's a double team. KP goes down the lane, KP fakes it. Another kick out, three-pointer, takes it, nails it. Montenegro with the exclamation point right at the end of the third quarter. They lead this one 68-50 here in game day 2. It's Group A fixture. You gotta love that, Graham.
Absolute perfection from Perry. Little pass fake to get into the paint, and then Mihailovic waiting on the far side, way behind the three-point line. Catch and shoot, holds the follow through. Exactly what Montenegro wanted.
Well, let's go in and listen now to Coach Boško Radović, see what he has to say to his players. Well, here are some of the key plays, of course. Bako with the easy little dunk under the basket. Remember, it was a 5-point ball game, Graham, at the beginning of the second half. But again, Obasahan just putting the works right now. 23 points, but they need a big fourth quarter from him if they're going to get back in this game.
Yeah, Obasahan, whether he's facilitating or scoring, they need him, but other players are starting to step up. And Dubljevic has just been superb and totally consistent. I really like what Radović is doing, just picking up any slack when required. And a little dribble sidestep, lateral movement from Obasahan again. Look at this, high flying, just like a dunk competition here in Tbilisi. We've been treated to top plays by top level pros.
Well, there's the QR code for Courtside 1891 to get all the best streams, schedules, and scores. This is the FIBA EuroBasket. We also have the America Cup, and the end of this month, the biggest event of the year, the FIBA Women's World Cup on Courtside 1891. Make sure you subscribe and download. And now we will start the fourth quarter. Montenegro with the first possession. Remember, they lead by 18 points here. Kendrick Perry, good finish at the end of the third.
That was just great facilitation by Perry on that to get the kick out to Mihailovic.
Well, Perry, Weimer's looking at the referee to say, what foul? Perry looks at Weimer, why did you foul me?
It's been a tough game for Jean-Martin and Weimer after really having big input against Georgia.
Perry now coming off one screen. On Mihailovic. Double crossover. Put the moves on, but an offensive foul. Oh, God, you got to love that.
He was putting the defense on skates there.
I mean, look at this. Double. That's beautiful. No, that is B. EA beautiful, but it's not going to count, of course.
Yeah, Dubljevic with an offensive foul, just trying to screen off to help clear the pathway for Mihailovic to make the easy layup.
We go down low to Hans van Veen. He's got a mismatch here. Van Veen's got to go to work here. Turns around. Oh, he doesn't get it. Hans van Veen has got to make the most of a mismatch. Oh, again, Mihailovic. Oh, this guy, can he get it? Oh, he doesn't get it.
It's just incredible how these players just come out of halves or quarters or timeouts, and they are just electric. And this time it's Mihailovic from the same position as before.
I think Kevin Tumba is a very lucky player.
Yeah, just got caught up in that action and very physical contact.
Mihailovic right now I mean, he's like a little magician on the court. The tricks, the handles, the fake outs. I mean,
trying to play D on him at the moment is because he made the three at the end of the last quarter, and now he's just attacking the basket because they're overplaying him on the three.
He makes both free throws now. 20-point lead into Montenegro. Caught now here, being heavily guided by Drobniak. Find a hole in the corner. Wima takes a three, doesn't get it.
Great job by Dubljevic again. Good defense from Montenegro, forcing Belgium to keep making an extra pass, and in contested three misses.
Well, Perry, Drobniak, Radovic, along with Mikhailovic. Perry, as I mentioned already, moves it away. We should have gone to Drobniak in the corner. Belgium with a chance here. Switch the defense now. Lecomte goes up. Again, he is leading the way at the moment here for Belgium.
They just play so well off the screens, downhill, great touch. And Belgium, very dangerous team, even though they're 18 down, can get this back.
Well, Mikhailovic now, finding Dubljevic wants to go for a handoff. One screen now, looking for options. Contact with Kevin Tumba, doesn't get this one. Great defense by Tumba. Now Wima pushes one. Tumba kicks out to Gillet. And Belgium finds Tumba. Tumba gets fouled, but he gets, one. Wow, Tumba time. He'll go to the free throw line for a three-point play.
Yeah, that's his first points of the game, but he's been really effective. Good defense against Mikhailovic on the last play. And he gets his reward, moving without the ball. Lovely pass by Gillet.
I don't know who really gets the bucket there. I think Mikhailovic fouls him enough so the ball goes in the basket.
Tumba just say he's got great touch.
Well, he's fouled out of the game. That could be a bit of a loss there for Montenegro because he was looking. Goes out of bounds. It's going to be Belgian ball again. So the Tumba missed free throw leads to a poor rebound there for Montenegro. So Belgium with another chance to chip into the deficit. 8 minutes to go. Montenegro lead by 16 points. Well, Lecomte now coming off one screen. Trying to find Gillet. Rolling down there. Popovic. Lecomte now coming off another one. Finds Wima. Want to go down low to Tumba. Tumba turns around, takes a tough one, doesn't get it. Fading away from the basket.
Good defense from Dubljevic. That's him up to a double-double, just 21 points, 10 rebounds. Fantastic play from Boyan.
Well, Dubljevic now demands the ball, got it by Tumba, spins around. This time Tumba gets called as the official signaled with a high knee there. He's very lucky again. I'll repeat from the previous one.
This is getting very physical.
Popovic now finding Kendrick Perry. Duck to KB coming off the screen here. Finding Popovic under the basket. Popovic now trying to take on Wima, has to give out. Perry from downtown doesn't get it. Lay with a rebound. And Dario Georgia keeping this 5 in now. Wima now down the lane. Kicks out to Lecomte again. Wima on 10 the shot clock. Belgium now not really too many options here on offense. Lecomte now finding Tumba. Tumba putting up a little bit of a circus shot there. Now Washko Radovic calls timeout as Belgium go on a 6-0 run.
Again, Tumba, right place, right time, good spacing, bounce pass from Lecomte. And just a push shot from Tumba. He's getting more and more confidence, playing good D, leading to good offense for Kevin Tumba.
Yeah, be mindful. Avoid the ball. Hide. Go side. Jiggy on the ball. No, play 3. Okay. You made the screen for Boyan and go cross screen. If you do not get nothing.
Well, here are some of the highlights of the game, of course. Dubljevic, as usual, having a good shooting night so far in this evening. Maybe he could have thrown that one down.
He's saving his energy. He's hoping he's in for a long tournament. Yeah, just protects the ball so well, makes perfect decisions pretty much every time. As we say, Bojan Dubljevic, double-double, still 7 minutes remaining in the full, 21 and 10. Standing effort, both ends of the court, and outside the key, inside the key. Turkey time.
Turkey time, well, maybe later. Well, 21 points, 10 rebounds. Bojan Dubljevic. Dubljevic.
We've got a lot of scope for that.
We got time to improve on that one, of course. Well, 14-point ball game now to Montenegro. Popovich now throwing it down here to Dubljevic, kind of like Kevin Tumba. Tumba with hands out at Dubljevic. Great defense by Tumba. And no foul called there. Dario Georgia, again, not making any changes, keeping this 5 in. Weema now under the basket. Van Vin with a throwdown. And now it's a 12-point ball game.
Yeah, really good vision there from Weema. Being a facilitator, hasn't been too great offensively himself with scoring. Perfect passing. And Win with the throwdown.
KP now on the screen here with Dubljevic. Popovich now left wide open. That could be a big mistake. But take the gamble, it works now. Belgium maybe cut it down to 10 points or single digits. The foul is going to be called against Drobnjak. 3rd team foul now for Montenegro. Belgium with also 3 team fouls as well.
That's a good push ahead from Belgium. Putting pressure on that Montenegrin defense. Drawing the foul. Watch this. Defense have got too far under that pass. Drobnjak has just lost. That's Van Vin. Easy dunk on the baseline.
So now finding Weema's got to go up, but he's in the key. Takes a fadeaway shot. Jean-Marc Weema cutting it down to 10 points.
Now Belgium can't miss. And Weema with a tough turnaround, hangs in the air, nothing but net.
KP picking Papa Dubljevic. Dubljevic fakes it, finds Popovich wide open. He can make these, and Popovich punishes him.
Calmness personified there from Dubljevic. Double pass fake, and then he gets Popovich wide open in the corner.
Took it out, passing out to Emmanuel Lecomte. Lecomte crosses over, goes all the way to the basket, puts up a little teardrop. He's going to get short on that one. Wow, trips over. That's going to be Montenegro ball there.
Amazing hustle from both teams. Bodies on the floor, flying for the loose ball. Lecomte just out of bounds.
I just can't understand how it's not a foul there, because Lecomte still had the ball in bounds when he had the ball in his hands. He's tripped over.
Yeah, I guess the referees have looked at it. Dubljevic has just fallen. He can't help being there. It's unfortunate for Belgium, but good hustle from both teams.
I mean, look, of course, we have our perspective as well. And our referees, I'd say we've got 3 of the finest officials here in world basketball. And, you know, even myself, I'm always learning new things about the international game. But, of course, that's something I'm just going to have to go check out later, of course.
Again, you see it here. Dubljevic had it, lost it.
KP now pick and pop. Dubljevic, 21 points. He had to get away with that one. An offensive rebound by Radovic under the basket. Well, Radovic gets rejected. Van Vin with the denial. And now they find Lecomte. Lecomte transition. Find Jean-Marc Weema. Cross court to Van Vin under the basket. Well, Van Vin with the circus shot off the backboard and wasn't even looking at the basket.
It's unreal from Hanwin. He's just pulled the ball, as you say, not looking. He's off balance, thrown it over his shoulder and went in. Everything's working for Belgium at the moment.
Made the block down the other end, then the no-look kiss off the backboard. 11-point ball game now. Montenegro. Dubljevic steps out of bounds, turns it over. And Dario Georgia, again, refusing to make a change to this 5. Well, of course, Maxime Dezeu did come back in, giving Gillet a breather, but, I mean, look at this. Abracadabra, the magician, the no-look, what do you call that? Hook shot.
I'm not sure. He hardly left the floor, and I think he's been learning from Dubljevic with some of his magic.
Well, they go to Van Vin now. Van Vin fakes it, goes baseline, takes a fadeaway. Hans Van Vin is just putting the business right now, cutting it down to a 9-point ball game.
Belgium believe it was exactly the same against Georgia in that hotbed of a game on game day 1. They believe in themselves. They feel they can get back in the game, and this is without Abasahan on the floor also.
Well, hitting on a switch on defense, Dubovic being guarded by Lecomte. Well, Dr. KP from downtown, and the doctor surgically removes the Belgian comeback. Dr. KP now, cold ice in his veins, right in the face of Kevin Tumba. I mean, this is some serious range here. Dr. KP, Kendrick Perry, big time shot.
He just pulls up on a dime. That's so tough for Tumba. He's done his best, as good as he can. Good defense, but better offense.
Hey, guys.
Maybe Georgia will make the change
Maybe
now.
every point counts. Okay, maybe every point
Kendrick
counts.
Perry
Don't be
having
naive.
made that three, but
Listen,
great
the
run
Dubovic, guys,
from Belgium.
What we said, they're using or pinch.
Still 12
when he
down.
comes here and
Van
he's
Veen
looking
with
for
8
fault,
points.
they're clearing. Call our guard
Let's
under. So
let's
push
go in
up,
and listen to
push
Dario
under.
Jojo.
Leave screen, we will make small show. There is a guy, he will roll there. Same. So that's a 4 down, that's a 5th down. In offense, go with the one side once. 8. Or after that, game.
Kendrick Perry extending that right arm. He can go inside, he can elevate off the catch and shoot. Beautiful rotation. 19 points, 3 of 5 from 2, 3 of 5 from 3. He is dangerous all over the court, Josh.
Well, you know, if they win this game, he's going to be the huge X factor, because we talk about Dubovic, but again, you always need someone else to step in and step up. It's been the problem now for Belgium. It's only been Recton Abasahan, 23 points. The game is not over now, 12-point deficit. Finding Emmanuel Lecomte. Lecomte coming off one screen. There with the pump fake. Well, finding Tumba. Tumba with no regard for Dubovic's feelings. He completely serves up Dubovic. Wow.
It's awesome. He's just posterized Dubovic, but again, he's just hanging around. Good spacing, gets the ball and explodes up to the hoop.
Kendrick Perry now, got it by Lecomte. 10-point ball game. Come off one screen now. Perry steps back, pump fakes, takes another one. No foul called. Oh, they called it, yeah. Oh no, 24-second violation. I think the whistle wasn't blown, but both Georgia and Tumba looked at the official and say, as if he called a foul, but I gotta tell you, Graham, I want to see the replay of the Tumba throwdown. I mean, Tumba's hosting the party right now, and let me tell you something, Dubovic just isn't invited to the dinner table.
It's good play all round. Tumba's had a really strong second half, especially for Belgium.
Well, under 3 minutes to go now. 10-point deficit. It's now or never here for Belgium. They got to make sure every possession counts here. Montenegro need to hold strong here. The top now. He's got to make it. Big three. Doesn't get it. But Van Veen with the offensive rebound. Now Belgium with another chance here. Comes off one screen. And there's a foul. Taking the 14th foul. Not a bad foul there for Montenegro.
No, because he was just about to turn the corner and attack the basket. And they're doing this. This is crunch time for Montenegro, and they're doing this with Simonovic on the bench. They've lost Mikhailovic. It's 4 fouls on Dubovic. Jobniak comes in. He will give them real good push and good energy at both ends of the floor.
Well, they want to get the ball in the hands of Obasan, but they go to Van Veen now. There's a kick out to Lecomte. Lecomte tries another three, a little bit short. And maybe not the best shot there. I just don't understand why they don't want to go to Obasan on that play.
I think he's got to touch the ball on every possession. And that three was just skimming the front of the rim.
Tough play now. Popovich now splits the defense, goes in. Foul has been called, and that's a last foul to give for Belgium. It's going to be against Van Veen. So any more fouls for both these two teams, they will be going to the free throw line.
Good attack by Popovich, giving Van Hamlin all sorts of problems.
Well, Popovich now coming off one screen, looking at KP. Popovich being guarded by Obasan. Shot, don't get it. Van Vin with the rebound. Good defense there by Obasan. And now he can push this one. Renton now coming off one screen. Finding Lecomte now. Lecomte using one here from DeZeo. Well, splits the defense. There's a foul. Doesn't get the and one, but he'll go to the free throw line. The 2 shots, the foul is on Dublovic.
Good attack again. He's really good ball handler. This time he does it with it. Now any for a screen through the legs. Fly off the glass, and Dublovic is gone, as well as Mihailovic. This game is not done. Simonovic back in. I thought he may have come back in earlier. They had an extra finisher offensively, Montenegro.
Well, now you can see Belgium is going to go very small here. This is an interesting change, Graham. Tumba's coming out. So now it looks like either DeZeo, Gillet, maybe Van Vin is going to play the 5.
Well, Dublovic has gone, so that's one big gone for Montenegro. And Radovic will be their key big, but Simonovic will play the 4, Radovic the 5. They're almost matched up like for like, but we're going to see Belgium will want to play with pace, which they've got plenty of in the backcourt, especially with this guy and the Bassahan.
Interesting change there by Coach Dario Giorgio. It's an 8-point ball game. If you're Montenegro, you just want to get fouled and get to the free throw line, don't you? Over a minute and a half now. Every possession is going to count here. Montenegro can maybe put the game to bed here. Keep bucking towards the end of the shot clock. Shot clock now. KP here. This is where he's been lethal now. Loves to take that perimeter shot. Splits the defense. KP goes up one-legged fadeaway. And that's going to be a 24-second violation.
All of a sudden, Perry can't get to where he wants to on the floor. That was such a tough shot. Hand right in his face as he faded. Belgium in the ascendancy. You can see, of course, the Belgian fans behind the bench. 8 points, not impossible, but it means every possession is going to have to count here. Any missed shot could be more and more impossible. The officials, well, it could be it's clearly a 24-second violation. Yeah, really strong defense. Gillet with the hand in the face on the Perry attempt. Yeah, it's got the rebound, but it was too late. Now Belgium make a 3-pointer. It could be a potential 2-possession game here. Calm down, coming off the screen here, gets caught in a double team. Throws it to Van Vin now. Van Vin trying to back down, kicks out. DeZeo, Lecomte to the corner. Belgium had a few options there. Finds Gillet. Gillet, big 3, doesn't get it. DeZeo, well, he tried to tip it in. Was that the right option, Graham? I think he had a chance there to just grab it 2 hands and go up strong. He chose the tip and it just fell off the side of the hoop. Got it filtered, of course, because it's going to be a huge through this game now. 5 seconds for Dr. KP now. Dr. KP kicks out. Radovic goes all the way. Forces it up, doesn't get it. But Belgium, you got to be quick here. Renton now. Renton goes all the way. Renton will not be denied. It's a 6-point game now with 25.9 seconds left. Montenegro full timeout. Yeah, just a proper sensational drive. Crosses over Kendrick Perry. The defense just cannot handle it. Left hand finish, and he gets all the way to the hoop, whether he's taken off on 2 feet, 1 foot. He just attacks the basket. He's unstoppable. Uncle Renton there, put the moves on. Let's listen to Boško Radovic.
One shot, one shot, one shot. Hit. Hey. Here. Pop it. Finish up. Raise break. Over there. Hit. One shot, one shot. Dublovic gone, 21 points. Double-double with rebounds as well. He's just been huge, but it's going to have to be a team effort. 2 of the key players gone. They've still got enough, you think, to get past this plucky, resilient, and never-say-die Belgian team. Well, big possession now for Montenegro. Simply just get the ball inbound, get fouled, get to the free throw line.
Belgium, maybe a 2-possession game with 2 steals, but I mean, it's not impossible, but the odds are very unlikely. But never say never here in international basketball. They're probably going to try and wait to get some half-court to make that steal. Now they got a foul here. They got a foul. They got a foul. I don't know what Belgium's doing here. Belgium have to foul. Oh, they're gonna KP now. KP putting the moves, crossing over. Dr. KP, 3-pointer, doesn't get it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of this one, Montenegro pick up their first victory here in the group stage of the 2022 FIBA EuroBasket as they win 76-70 against Belgium. Graham, it was a hell of a game.
Yeah, it's the sort of game that we thought it would be as Montenegro wins 76-70. And that was a strange last defense. It didn't seem that Coach Georgia was telling his players to foul. They were hoping that Montenegro were going to miss and they were going to be able to get a couple of shots off, but they settled for the one shot from Montenegro. They've run out of time. Here's the stats. 100% from the free throw line for Montenegro, 13 of 13, that's big. 47% from 2, 43% from 3 is also very good, 9 of 21. 30 to 29 rebounds, 14 to 15 assists for Belgium. 7 steals Montenegro, 4 steals Belgium. And the top scorers, Dubrovic 21, Bassahan 25, Leconte, Van Wint, Mihailovic, Perry. Also leading scorers. But Montenegro get the W. They had a very, very big lead. They got trimmed to 6 points in the end, but they do just enough. He has been outstanding. Game day 1 against Turkey in the close loss. And today, here's some highlights. High-flying Ishmael Bako didn't play a lot down the stretch, but a nice dunk for him. Just 4 points. And Bassahan with so many options around the hoop. He can fly. And a real dazzling dribbling skills from Mihailovic, going downhill and leaving back over dust. Dubrovic again. He just makes one good decision after another from behind the arc. But he was ably assisted by Radovic inside to be the foil for Dubrovic when he's playing with him as a duo or when he's on the bench. The Bashahan there, that is tough. Big step back. High elevation, and talking of elevation, look at that dunk. That is a dunk competition dunk. I'm sure we'll see it in the highlights in the coming hours and days. Very another tough shot. Radovic making the correct decision. Gile closed him out too much. Radovic attacks the closeout, helps late, finishing with a left-hand layup. And Leconte struggled early, but then he came to life. Similar sort of time that Tumba started to play well. That's tough floating shot, but that's what he's all about, coming off screens, attacking, and then Tumba with a push shot. Again, just hanging back enough so he can get the spacing. Great pass from Guima. So high-flying hands Van Wint. Perry, always a problem, and now he's got Tumba on him. Eyes wide open, elevate, nothing but net. Perry, a real difference maker for Montenegro. And then just a drop off from Dezea, and watch this from Tumba. Dubrovic on this occasion could just look up and be a spectator. Maybe on the post-up. Again, that's just, you don't know where he's going to go off the dribble, and you don't know where he's going to go off mid-air as a defender. Complete nightmare for any opposition. So game day 2 is underway. Montenegro win 76-70 over Belgium. Bulgaria, Turkey up next, and we finish off with the hosts against Spain. This is Group A as it stands. Montenegro take the top spot, Belgium in second. Spain, Turkey, Georgia, Bulgaria all to play. Montenegro get their first victory behind the outstanding play of Bojan Dublovic. Assisted by that man, Mikhailovic and Radovic. They get the win, they move forward, they're 1-1. We'll see you shortly.